Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is episode 200. That's right, we've decided to actually go on this far, which in itself was a terrible idea. But yeah, we've made it to 200 episodes, and tonight we will celebrate by having a Night of Champions. A special episode of ECW, definitely not, of NXT, here in Full Sail. 4 titles for you on the line tonight. There's all of your matches, and yeah, we're going to talk about them in a moment. But yeah, before we get things underway, to the people watching after this is gone, yes, this is going to be a terrible episode, looking at it after it's been uploaded, but remember, this is being live streamed, so if you missed it, it sucks to be you, doesn't it? But anyway, we got 4 title matches here. First one we're going to be coming up with tonight is the NXT Tag Team titles. The Rated R Show challenge the champions, American Alpha. Can American Alpha make it past title defense number 1 to hold on to those belts for another day and potentially see the former champions, the DCC, down the line? That maintains to be seen. They've actually got to get through the near unstoppable team of the Rated R Show, and then we're going to move on to have a triple threat NXT Women's Championship match. This match promises to be full of interesting thrills and spills as Peyton, Royce, Ruby Riot and the champion Nikki Cross go at it. The last time Nikki Cross and Peyton Royce were involved in a triple threat, the titles change hands to Peyton Royce. Can lightning strike twice again tonight? We'll find out. Then, for what could be the match of the night, truth be told, we are going to see Kurt Angle take on Bret the Hitman Hart in a submission match for the NXT Global Championship. Both men well known for their submission game, both men well known for their technical game. Bret Hart's been running his mouth as of late, saying he is the reason why the NXT Global division is so successful. Kurt Angle looks to challenge him and perhaps take that title away from him here tonight. And for our main event, the opportunity of a lifetime for the youngster Tyler Bate as he goes one-on-one with the NXT champion Kazuchika Okada. Okada, who has held the belt now for over 5 months and seems to be on an unstoppable reign. Will it be stopped tonight in the almost unthinkable way by the youngster Tyler Bate? We'll see tonight, where we promise there will be no interruptions, no distractions, and no... So without further ado, let's get things underway. Right, there we go, there's your cheesy intro done. Right. To answer the first question, I didn't come up with the YouTube name, so I can't tell you that one. To answer the second question, probably not. I mean, we've got enough women as it is. I may add a couple, but in regards to actually filling up the roster, I don't want to make it about too many women and then fuck it over. Right, so that being said, first title match. Let's do it. Alright, so first out here tonight, the Rated R superstar Edge. A man who is still looking for his first tag team title within his universe and his first title on NXT to go along with it. Edge and the Big Show have been picking up wins over the last 2 weeks over, well, one over the former tag team champions last week in the DCC and one a few weeks ago over the NXT champions themselves, American Alpha. So already the home field advantage goes to none other than the Rated R Show. However, maybe a champion's advantage could assist American Alpha here tonight. But who knows? Shocks have happened at NXT, and shocks could happen well again tonight. So that being said, who's going to win this one? To the live people in the chat, who's walking out with the belts in this one? Is it the Rated R Show or is it American Alpha? Put your predictions in now. Personally, I don't know. It's actually kind of 50-50 split, and while Edge and Big Show have the experience factor over American Alpha have proved that they can operate better as a tag team as well, and one that may be able to give them the success for victory. However, there is this man in this matchup, kind of like how Braun Strowman is the difference maker in between the Wyatt family winning and losing their tag team titles. The Big Show is the big difference maker in this one. On 2 occasions now he's been the deciding factor in the match as well, with the KO punch to Chad Gable a few weeks ago to guarantee them the win, and I believe the same was hit onto Bram last week to get the win on that night. Going to be a difficult task for American Alpha, so that he can't make the tag in the Big Show, or if the Big Show is tagged in, consistent 2-on-1 offense to try and tire out the big man, potentially topple him so that he can't get up. Here come the NXT Tag Team Champions. American Alpha heading towards the ring, ready, willing and able to defend their titles here tonight. Pulled off quite the upset of Brooklyn when they took the titles away from the DCC, and tonight they look to try and hold on to them once more. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, two men who very much so complement one another, and we'll be looking forward to seeing who can be the deciding factor. I mean, when you look at it in this one, this is something that I've always said about American Alpha. You've got the speed and the agility of Jason Jordan, and then you've got that kind of brutish strength, in Chad Gable, and then you've got the brutish strength in Jason Jordan, which you don't really expect to see. Jordan's got the height advantage over Gable by quite some ways, but they look almost identically similar physically. But Jordan is able to possess such incredible feats of strength that it really takes you by surprise when he's launching people left, right and centre over his head, and he's hitting the grand amplitude, which for the most part is a one-man finisher until Gable takes over on the way down. And we've seen American Alpha hit grand amplitude as well on the Big Show before, so there might be nothing stopping them here tonight. There we see the challengers with their eyes on the prize, their eyes on the gold in front of them. But the champions look as determined as the challengers. Chad Gable with his shit-eating grin. And Jason Jordan, a little bit smug, a little bit confident, but I don't think that's American Alpha's real mindset. I don't think this is a team that gets smug and confident. I think this is a duo that is always has their mind on making sure that they come out with the win, making sure that they will be the team that is lifting the belts at the end of this match. And we'll see if that's the case. It's going to be Chad Gable kicking things off against Edge here to get us underway on episode 200. Gable off to the quickest start of the two now. Be interesting to see what the method is for wearing down Edge, or whether or not they decide they want to go after the Big Show a little bit. But Edge is certainly giving Chad Gable what for at the start here, but Gable responding back early on. Nice leg drop there, connected with that one flush, and here comes some of the more innovative offense from Chad Gable, using once more his speed and his agility to his advantage there. But Edge with the veteran mindset and the tactical mindset as well still can't capitalize on Chad Gable in that moment. This is very much so American Alpha's start right now, but the tag into Jordan is denied. Shoulder tackle in the turnbuckle. And now Edge may look to make an early tag into the world's largest athlete. Took his time to walk across the ring there, and that may well have cost him. Edge may well... oh, wow! Spinning heel kick by Edge. Sometimes you forget that he's got that kind of athleticism to him. Certainly decked Gable with it, as he sends him into the turnbuckle now. Here we go. The difference maker's in already. And that is a ride that Chad Gable certainly is going to be feeling tomorrow morning. A 7-foot high double flapjack. It was pretty much like Big Show was doing it on his own. But Gable, yeah, perhaps not your best bet to try and get up close and personal with the Big Show. Every time Gable tries to grab him, Big Show just pushes him away as if he were nothing. As if practically he didn't even exist. Oh, that's... oh! What a nasty landing there for Gable on his back, his neck. Whatever else was caught in that one, and whatever else can get an advantage. Oh, but oh my God! Chad Gable almost showing off his strength there. Backdropping Big Show over the top rope, and then Show just kind of took some time before he could get in the ring. Big Show all over Chad Gable right now, who desperately needs to make that tag. into Jason Jordan if he wants a chance of turning this match around. And Big Show now, as I speak of it, throws him into the turnbuckle. He wants to deal with the difference maker of American Alpha. He wants to deal with Jason Jordan, and that's what he'll get right off the bat. Jordan showing off his strength with an atomic drop with ease. I don't know if Gable realized the tag was made there, but he certainly respected it anyways. Out to the ring now he goes, and Jordan and Big Show going at it. The problem is, the longer the Big Show stays in this one, the more he runs the risk of wearing himself out, and that could cost him. There's a counter once more. Will Jordan look for another atomic drop? He looked for something, and all of a sudden Big Show's moving too fast for him. Another stiff headbutt though by the Big Show, as he sends him into the turnbuckle once more. Tag made. In comes Edge. The Rated R Show all over the champions right now to get things underway. This is not a good night so far for the champions, but Jason Jordan turning his act around there, and look at the strength of this man now. Capture suplex to Edge. Maybe it was not a good idea to tag back in this man. Jason Jordan giving Edge what for here, and the difference maker really proved himself to be just that. Overhead belly to belly, and Edge crashes hard into the mat. Edge as well has been busted open in the moment. Everything going downhill right now for the Rated R Show all of a sudden. Needs something to turn it around, and that's all. Oh no, it's countered quickly by Jordan, who brings him in for an angle slam by Jordan to retain the titles. There's one, there's two, and Big Show makes the save right at the end. A worrying moment there, and it says something when Big Show was just about able to make the save there. I don't think Edge would have been able to kick out of that one. Gable's tagged in now, and still there's no movement from Edge. There's a counter by Chad Gable, and Edge going back and forth now a little bit. Pushes him away. Edge still chooses to fight. He's busted open. He's feeling the effects of this move. And I'm surprised he still hasn't decided to make the tag out yet. This is really costing them in this one. Here we go, tag made. Big Show back in once more. This could be where the match changes for the worst. Double flapjack again for Gable. And now Big Show, for what could be the final time in this matchup, will look to perhaps try and put this one to bed here, but Gable's not going to let him. And a move that has become a bit more used around here, a cross arm breaker on the ropes. I don't think that's the arm that Big Show uses for the WMD though, but it certainly does a good job of wearing him down. Oh, but there is there's the usual strength of Big Show being shown. Oh my God, Gable! What a move by Chad Gable! I would have expected that from Jason Jordan, but it seems not to be. Gable rolls through the very move that he used to win the titles of Brooklyn. Will he retain them tonight? Oh no. Big Show got out of that one with relative ease. But Gable still fighting. Double underhook suplex into a cross arm breaker. How has this been able to pull off? Oh, look at how easily Big Show got himself out of that one. He didn't even have to try virtually. But Chad Gable stays on the offense here. Tag made into Jason Jordan. It's flipped around, but it's still grand amplitude to the Big Show. The ref not making the count because Chad Gable's in the ring. Gable, get out the ring, you dipstick. That could have been the moment when it was all ended. Big Show is still in trouble, but with Gable out to the ring, Edge could break that one up easily. I don't think the referee should have been forcing the Gable to get out the ring there. I think that was a questionable decision by the referee to counting the pinfall. Still leaves an opportunity alive here for the tag team champions. There's a counter to the spear. And Edge, Edge can watch on as the WMD is struck. Into the cover they go on Jordan, sent outside, and Jason Jordan kicks out. Big Show almost doesn't know how to react to that. Jason Jordan finds a way out of the WMD, the very move that defeated his tag team partner a few weeks ago. And somehow, still, Jason Jordan's fighting in this one. Almost a one-man comeback here for American Alpha. What a move there as well by Jason Jordan. How he finds this strength is beyond me time and time again. And now he's thinking tactically. Go after the legs of Big Show. Ground the big man. Spear by Jordan. Will this be the opening? Jason Jordan's exhausted, but the Big Show isn't moving. If this is able to be pulled off, this will be an absolutely outstanding comeback by American Alpha. A death's door. They find a way to bring it back. Grand amplitude. Referee into the cover. There's 1, 2, and 3. American Alpha retain the NXT Tag Team titles. Good God Almighty. What a comeback right at the end. Jason Jordan, a one-man wrecking crew against the Big Show. How he kicked out of that WMD, I will never know. But it put them away. Well, it should have put him away. And it didn't. Jordan fought on for American Alpha. And they are still your NXT Tag Team Champions. What a way to kick things off here on episode 200. What a title defense by American Alpha. And what a standout performance by Jason Jordan, the true difference maker of this matchup. Well, that being said, 1 title has been retained. Will it be 2? We'll find out next in the triple threat match between Ruby Riot, Peyton, Royce, and the champion, Nikki Cross. I mean, you know, that was a good start. I don't even know how long we've been live streaming already. Let's find out. 20 minutes. Great. That opener could have been about 15 minutes long for all I know. Probably wasn't. The chat seemed to be having fun during that. Why is no one bullying Daro, though? That's a good question. Where is he? He should never miss one of these. And he's missing it. He's missing out. I don't think that hashtag's going to get trending, though. Alright. Oh, he's definitely not life. If he was life, I'd kill myself. And plus, he can hardly be life when he doesn't even have control over his own show. This is taking its time. Welcome to behind the scenes. This is where it's so fun. There we go. Brill. Let's begin. By Triple H and others, you mean the Bullet Club who runs the show? Anyway, let's get things underway. Triple threat, NXT Women's Championship. Get ready for no themes, because I can't put them over the top because, you know, live streaming. Oops. Get ready for 3 silences in a row as these 3 women head towards the ring. The only other woman to hold the NXT Women's Championship, Peyton Royce, looking to make it a second reign for her here tonight. Peyton Royce kind of confirmed her, what's the word I'm looking for? I forgot the word I'm looking for. Her, spot in this matchup, that's the one, by defeating Ruby Riot a few weeks ago in one-on-one action. Riot, who came so close to capturing the title at TakeOver Brooklyn, fell just short, but she's been given a second opportunity, much to the chagrin of this woman right here. Peyton Royce was not at all happy with what transpired, with the fact that the match should have been between her and Nikki Cross, not the involvement of this woman, a woman who she claimed doesn't deserve to be in this match because she'd already beaten her. However, what Peyton Royce seemed to ignore was the fact that Ruby Riot defeated wow, I blanked again. The NXT Women's Champion Nikki Cross in one-on-one action last week. And it wasn't as if she did it by a fluke. She legitimately got a 1-2-3, practically KO'd her with a Shining Wizard. And that is what has gone Ruby Riot in this match. The NXT co-general manager's making the smart decision there in putting her in this one. Another great opportunity for Ruby Riot, who has really been a standout talent in the NXT Women's division. And I think, give her maybe at the start of next year, I do believe Raw and SmackDown have a real future champion on their hands in this woman. But here comes the current champion of this brand, whose entrance is probably going to be so awkward without a theme. But oops. At least I avoid content ID strikes, that's what I get to celebrate. But Nikki Cross comes towards the ring, the near unstoppable NXT Women's Champion. She has overcome nearly every single hurdle in her way. The only hurdle she cannot jump over and let go behind her right now is none other than Ruby Riot. Yeah, she can't overcome herself. Nikki Cross has managed to overcome Peyton Royce in the past, but Peyton Royce has apparently been a hurdle that she's now doing her second lap, maybe, over Peyton Royce. Ember Moon, she's overcome. Mickie James, she overcame. And there are others in the NXT Women's division who have not been able to get the chance at Nikki Cross, mostly because when Cross goes one-on-one with them, she utterly destroys them. Case in point, a few weeks ago when she took on Sexy Star, she decimated her. I think it was before Brooklyn. She took her on, decimated her, and then complained about the quality of talent. But here are 3 of NXT's standout women's talents. The question is, though, who's going to take this one? 3 women in this match, because Nikki Cross doesn't have to be involved in the finish, as Peyton Royce has come to know when she won the NXT Championship, NXT Women's Championship last time round. But who is going to take home this belt? Who's going to be the NXT Women's Champion? Make your predictions be known right now. There's the NXT Women's Championship up for grabs here, and Cross has already set her sights onto Ruby Riot. If you look there, she is paying no state of mind to Peyton Royce. Who's taking home that belt? Will it be the woman who deserved her way into this match? Will it be the woman who fought her way into this match? Or will it be the maniac who will do whatever it takes to win this match? We'll find out, but it seems as if right now Riot is off to an explosive start. First she takes on Peyton Royce, and now she wants a bit of Nikki Cross as well. Suplex to the women's champion. Peyton Royce getting a little bit full of herself, and that's not something you want to do early on with these 2 women in the ring. You've got Riot, who will go to every length, every extreme to claim victory, and you've got Nikki Cross, who is just completely insane. If she has to break an arm to win, yeah, she'll break both of them just for the sake of it. Elbow in the face there. Peyton Royce goes down. Ruby Riot off to a great start here over the two competitors, flooring both of them, but she wants to make sure that doesn't come back to bite her, and all of a sudden she's getting double teamed by the two former NXT Women's Champions. Drop toe hold there. And that'll leave the two champions in the ring as Ruby Riot catches her breath on the outside. Great counter there by Nikki Cross to that leaping DDT. And now Nikki Cross goes after Peyton Royce. Russian reverse DDT. They gripped the arm as well, so Royce had no way of getting out of it. Look at how quickly Ruby Riot's right back in this one though. Crucifix to Nikki Cross, and a surfboard stretch to follow up as Peyton Royce has her back turned on this one. Could be a costly error for all we know. Great ability there by Peyton Royce to actually recognise it, get it out of the way, and sort that one out, and might be looking for a need to feature one of Ruby Riot's finishes. What a counter by Riot though. Arm drag, and Peyton Royce is stumbling backwards. Backdrop to the champion there. I have never seen Ruby Riot fight quite like this, but Peyton Royce is thinking tactical in this moment. She's waiting. She's waiting for her spot. Well, Nikki Cross gave her a spot there by sending her out to the ring. Meanwhile, back in the ring here, Cross and Riot are continuing on their match from last week. One Northern Light suplex there. Surprised that Riot decided not to bridge, but seems to have something else in mind here. Sending the champion into the turnbuckle. What is Royce wants the NXT Women's Champion for herself. Boot dug into the throat. And they're going after the arm. Is Peyton Royce. I'm not too sure how that will benefit Royce thinking about it, but maybe she'll find a way. Oh, good. I'm glad that update came up. We may have to sort this out in a moment. Ruby Riot even taking a page out of Peyton Royce's book there with the Fisherman's Suplex into the cover, but Riot is right there. Sorry, Nikki Cross is right there to break it up and to send Riot flying backwards with that drop kick. Quick counter there by Peyton Royce, and Nikki Cross returns to the ring. Only to end up in more trouble. Peyton Royce now took her time to recover, and now she is exploding away on both women. Royce, spinning heel kick in the face there. Cover on the champion. Can she win this one? No, she cannot. It's a 1 count. Nikki Cross still got a lot of fight left in her, but she has not been performing at her peak so far tonight. She's been struggling an awful lot, and Peyton Royce now launching the champion across the ring as if she was a flea. Ruby Riot doesn't look as if she wants Peyton Royce to get her hands on the champ. Counter though. And these two women are going to go back and forth now, and Nikki Cross thinking tactically for a second, catching her breath, and now a double team between these two people. I never would have expected to see that. A double team on Ruby Riot, but it's, of course, it's only temporary. It's not Billie Kay, it's not the other member of the iconic duo. After all, Nikki Cross though going to capitalise. Peyton Royce turns into a roll-up to win the title. There's Riot to make the save and to keep her championship hopes alive. What a DDT there to Cross. And with Neelio and with every other woman but Peyton Royce down right now, she's taking the opportunity to soak in the confidence. Royce has an opening here, but Ruby Riot's not going to let her have this opening. Ruby Riot going for eat defeat. No, wait. Peyton Royce was looking for eat defeat. And again, Ruby Riot counters her way out of it. Suplex to Nikki Cross the moment she gets back in the ring. Has not been a night to remember for the NXT Women's Champion thus far. Tilt-a-whirl, DDT, spiking Cross on her head. The champ is in big trouble. Ruby Riot exploding with offense here in this one. The cover, and thankfully for Peyton Royce's sake, Cross was able to kick out early on. It didn't look like Royce had any intention of wanting to break up that cover. She is full of ego in this one. Oh, look at that. That's what you get for being confident in the ring. And with Peyton Royce on the outside right now, Ruby Riot left alone with the champion. Could this be where an opening for one of these two women could happen? Could it be where the end of this matchup could happen? Spinning heel kick there by Cross. Once more, Ruby Riot goes down, but I think Cross is feeling the wear and tear of this matchup. Nice fisherman suplex there. Peyton Royce might take a little bit of offense to it, and Peyton Royce responds by drop kicking her out to the ring. She may try and make lightning strike twice here. Cover on Riot as Cross is out of the ring, but it's a kick out early on. Ruby Riot though in a world of trouble right now. Peyton Royce, shining wizard in the back of the head. Goes for the cover after, but the champ got in the ring at the right time there to break that one up. Oh, she went for some kind of jumping kick there, and that was a great counter by Cross. Gives her the ultimate opening here on Ruby Riot. A strong strike there, turning her around, but it didn't pan out the way she wanted it to. Ruby Riot, German suplex. Oh my God. Folded Cross inside out there. But Cross is quick to fight back. These two women have almost tried to get rid of Peyton Royce in this moment and make it all about themselves. Tilt-a-whirl DDT once more. Is the champ in trouble again? Or will Royce be in to make an emphatic save? She's looking for a stump puller here. Is Ruby Riot. Well, look at how even with Royce getting involved, Riot will not let go of the champion in that moment. Riot sent to the outside. Nikki Cross with an opportunity here to capitalize. Samoan driver. Ruby Riot almost to get up to her feet, and Cross can capitalize. Suplex, cradle, neck breaker. Is Peyton Royce done for? Ruby Riot up to her feet, rushing back in the ring, but it's a kick out of two is what it is. I didn't expect really to see Peyton Royce kick out of two. She's certainly gone tougher since the last meeting between those two women at TakeOver London. Suplex, not gonna be. Ruby Riot just watching on here as Royce is sent to the outside once more to try and recover, and that leaves these two women alone to square off. Is this the prime opportunity that Nikki Cross was looking for? Crossface on Ruby Riot as a measure of revenge for last week, but Ruby Riot isn't giving in that easily. But one little opening for Nikki Cross again. Another suplex cradle neck breaker. Ruby Riot down. Could well be out. Peyton Royce taking too long to recover on the outside. The cover here. There's two. And Ruby Riot kicks out as well. Nikki Cross sent rolling out of the ring. Peyton Royce into the cover. No way Royce is going to steal another title. No, she's not. Cross kicked. Cross is sent out of the ring, and this is all Peyton Royce's for the taking right now. The champ may well be screwed over once more. She may not be involved in the finish once again. Ruby Riot, eat defeat, but oh, Riot floored by Cross. Cross is going to steal the pin on Royce. Nikki Cross retains the NXT Women's Championship and laughs at the fact that was Ruby Riot's move that retained the title for Nikki Cross. And once more, yet again, Ruby Riot is so close in her quest to become champion, but right at the last second, Nikki Cross changes the situation. Eat defeat by Ruby Riot, and maybe Riot can take some solace in knowing that would have been her win had the involvement of Nikki Cross not occurred. But Nikki Cross retains her title, and it's 2-0 in regards to the champions retaining. Will it be 3-0 up next, as we're in for what could be the match of the night? Up next for the NXT Global Championship submission match between Kurt Angle and Bret the Hitman Hart. Alright, there were a lot of questions asked that I need to answer. One of the questions that I actually saw popping up a few times was ECW and a women's title. No, that's not going to happen. It'll be cruiserweights on ECW just for a bit of difference. I saw something about the King of the Ring thing was done this year, Austin. Kenny Omega won it. And it's been done for like the last 2 years in a row. I don't know about doing a tag team tournament. I mean, this game's tag team matches are terrible, usually. And Daro, it would not be named after JDL. My favourite wrestler, Triple H, by a mile. There we go. Got those answers out of the way, and I assume my pizza's freezing cold now. Yes, it is. That is disgusting. But I'm hungry. Right, 1 sec, and we'll begin. Look, don't try and start a civil war in my chat now. Doesn't matter if you have the support of the people. I've got the Bullet Club. I have Seth Rollins. I win by default. And Austin's totally right about that part. Talent 2K18? Probably, yeah. It's a bigger roster, which means more space for cause as well, so you could well see more indie talents coming in. I vote 1 and 3. I like 1 and 3. I think that's the best combination. Anyway, let's do this one. Right. We're only 2 matches down. We're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Alright, I hope Lillian's having fun talking to herself. Anyway. Here comes Kurt Angle towards the ring. Came the #1 contender last week by defeating his own tag team partner, Shelton Benjamin, to earn this right here tonight. And with 2 submission wrestlers involved in it, it was kind of just, really, that it ended up being a submission match for the Global Championship, a title that has turned quite a few heads ever since its introduction back at TakeOver London, and a title that might well turn a few more tonight with these 2 incredible talents in this one. Kurt Angle. Been a while since this man's won a title. He had a chance to become the NXT Tag Team Champions back at the first NXT TakeOver, which didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. Went to the DCC on the night, but given another chance here to become NXT Global Champion here tonight. However, he's got to overcome a man who has been full of himself. Bret the Hitman Hart has been a man filled with his own ego ever since he arrived to NXT, because in Bret Hart's mind there is nothing on NXT worth his time aside from this NXT Global Championship and being the man who is going to lead NXT into the future generation. All this talk about Okada, Corin, Sabin, Tanahashi is worthless to Bret Hart. The only man people should be paying attention to is the best man on NXT in his mind, and that's the Global Champion. Bret Hart complained before TakeOver Brooklyn, I think it was, that the only reason he's in this global championship is just to beat up some more talents until the NXT general managers realise that the prime place for him to be is up there, fighting with the likes of Okada for the NXT Championship. We'll see if when that is all said and done, if that'll be the case. But as this Global Championship match gets underway, this submission match here, Kurt Angle, the ankle lock, or the angle lock, whatever he prefers to call it, in his arsenal tonight. Will he be able to use it to his advantage to secure the victory? We'll have to wait and see, of course. But Bret Hart, a man who is not afraid to use his sharpshooter time and time again to his advantage, and a man who will do whatever it takes to secure the victory, as we have seen so many times with his low blow. Will that make a way out here tonight? It may well do. Well, the rules are very lax in a Global Championship matchup, and for all we know, that it could be that low blow into a sharpshooter that retains the title for Bret Hart. So as this one gets underway, it's down to everyone again. Who's winning? Angle or Bret? Put your predictions in that box. Right, here we go. We're underway for this Global Championship match, and surprise, surprise, Bret Hart wants no collar and elbow wrestling, which him and Angle would be incredible at, to be fair, being a real back and forth. But Angle and, well, Bret just wants to get to the fighting, and Angle's more than okay to get involved in that one as well. What a start there from the Olympic gold medalist. Belly to belly. But the thing is, Angle is going to have to do a lot of work on the leg of Bret Hart if he wants to secure that tap-out win. Unlike Bret Hart, who can rely on the back as well. That's not the case for Kurt Angle, and he didn't think about it there, just going for that that incredible deadlift German suplex. But on the outside, these two men go now. No countouts in this one. So these two men can brawl on the outside as long as they like, and this is where it'll favour Bret Hart more so than anyone. Continuing to go to work on the back and wear him down for the sharpshooter. Kurt Angle needs to go for some moves to the leg sooner rather than later. And it'll also take out Bret Hart's ability to lock in a more painful sharpshooter as well. And now here goes Angle on the leg on the outside, punching right on the knee. Kurt Angle didn't seem as if he wanted any time left in the on the outside, but it was Bret Hart who's the one sending both men back in the ring. Angle, though, looking to capitalise once more. Another German suplex. NXT's Brock Lesnar coming out to play here tonight. These German suplexes are doing their damage, but they're not going to help him with that ankle lock. Not going to help him with locking in that submission if he wants to become global champion. But here goes Bret now. Vicious elbows in the side of the head there. Angle didn't even have a chance to go down before Bret's right back on the offense. Suplex there. And he's going after the back once more. Bret can get away with going on the back, but he needs to work on the legs as well. He can get a high torque on that move on the back, on that sharpshooter on the back, but he needs to work on the legs as well if he wants to guarantee victory. Irish whip here by Angle, belly to belly. Tremendous counter by Bret Hart. And now Bret's going to go for the first submission of this match. A kind of like a half a camel clutch in a way. More so a chin lock with the knee dug in the back. Makes it difficult for Angle to breathe, but he's quick to fight out of it. Angle now. What in the world? Is that like a reverse figure 4? I think that was a reverse figure 4 there by Kurt Angle on Bret. I haven't seen that one before, but Bret with a veteran reversal there. He knew how to get out of that submission, and he was able to do just that. I think Angle might look for it again here, try and wear him down a little bit more. That's exactly what he's going to do. Roll through again and stitch in this reverse figure 4. Does works on the ankles and the knee, so it certainly kills two birds with one stone. More damage for the ankle lock and less damage for the sharpshooter. But once more, Bret doesn't want to spend too much time in it. That's a big punch to get himself out of it as well. Angle firing on all cylinders right now. The Olympic wrestling machine is in control in this moment. Bret Hart getting moves out here and there like this one. But well, never mind. I guess I've been tested. Bret actually slowing down the pace for a moment and able to turn around into his kind of matchup. Will Bret look for another submission here? Kurt Angle wasn't interested in it, but Bret Hart still the one able to capitalize and take control here. Oh, this is going to be a bad landing for both men. Eventually, Bret Hart with Angle up on the top rope. Back superplex. Incoming. What a counter by Angle. Angle pulled out a tremendous reversal there and capitalizes quickly with a dragon sleeper to try and force Hart to tap out here. Oh, big knees in the head. Good Angle tried his best, but Bret Hart isn't in a mood to give up. Bret Hart in trouble, dazed and confused, leaping clothesline there by Angle. Bret's down, Bret's in trouble. Could we see the ankle lock here? He's going to go for it, but Bret counters. Bret countered his way out of it, and here comes the sharpshooter now. Here comes a worrying situation for Angle. Well, I mean, it's a good thing he was in the ropes, but look at how Bret goes right back to a submission there. The hitman thinking tactically. And that, I gotta give credit where credit's due, is an incredibly smart idea by Bret. Counters back and forth here. Went for a drop kick to the leg there. Bret moved out of the way. Angle's having some difficulties right now containing Bret and keeping him down for long enough. Once more though to the leg goes Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle now is trying to do a number on Bret the Hitman Hart here, but Bret able to fight back in every accord. Forearm shot. Match been nothing but back and forth by both men. Angle getting a little bit rough and ready now. Big kicks into the gut there, and what Kurt Angle look for here? Got him brought in DDT! Busts open the Hitman, but Angle can't capitalize. It's like he has no energy within him to lock in, an ankle lock maybe. But with Bret busted open, could this be a turning point in the match? Kurt Angle turns him over, and now he's got it! The ankle lock! The ankle lock on Bret that could well result in a new global champion here tonight. Bret is crawling to try and get to the ropes maybe. Pushes him away. Bret Hart able to capitalize and turn it back into his own advantage here. How is Bret able to fight on after that ankle lock? I would assume he's going to be hobbling on it for some time. Chin lock stitched in again, like the third time this one's been locked in now by Bret. Back and forth submissions by both men as they desperately look for that tap out. Oh, there we go. That's what Angle wanted. And once more, Angle goes in. On the leg of Bret. Bret has had one sharpshooter in this match and he couldn't find success with it. How Angle is able to counter after doing so much, I don't know. These two men have gone so much back and forth on one another. How much more can Bret Hart give? How much more can Kurt Angle give as well before they risk wearing each other out? The blood dripping down the face of Bret Hart kind of serves as a reminder of how much he's given, how much he's been taken through in this one. What a gutbuster there though by Bret. Is he going to go for another one? I thought he was going to go for a sharpshooter. He has got a figure 4 locked in here on Kurt Angle, leaning to the side for an extra bit of torque, but Angle punches his way out of it in a disrespectful slap in the face. Angle's willing to give it his all here to win this title. Bret Hart seemed to maybe overlook Kurt Angle, because Angle's been given this way more than Bret has, but Bret with the low blow. We knew it was coming. Bret Hart capitalizes. But no, he can't lock in the sharpshooter. Angle with the counter. How much more are these two men going to be able to... I'm seriously stunned at the wherewithal of these two men. They've taken so much in this match, and they're still fighting on. Angle moves out of the way. Looking for a back suplex right now, and he gets it. But how worn out is Angle? How much more can he give? Looking for the ankle lock maybe on Bret Hart again, but Bret played possum. And the Global Champs knows exactly what he did, but he's making the mistake that he has done so many times, and we've seen so many times. Getting too confident in a match that he is not in control in. Don't know what Kurt Angle was looking for. They were just punching nothing for a moment. Kurt Angle though pulls out the counter there. Belly to belly, nails it on Bret Hart, and Bret's leg there slammed into the rope. That's going to do a lot of damage. It's not like those ropes are thin. It's not like they don't hurt, because they for sure do. And Angle will capitalize with a second ankle lock. Does Bret have anything left to give? Is he going to tap? Bret Hart is tapping! Bret Hart is tapping! Bret Hart submits! And Kurt Angle overcame Bret Hart's smug, confident, cocky expression. And now Kurt Angle is your new NXT Global Champion. There we go. Kurt Angle has done it. He is the only man so far to make a title change hands. But to overcome the odds like that, to really test Bret Hart in a way I've never seen him tested before, Kurt Angle celebrates this moment, and he has every right to. Your new NXT Global Champion, Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, and now the NXT Global Champion. Congratulations to Kurt, and congratulations to both men. What a back and forth match that was. Submissions all over the shop. And wow, what a way to end that one that was. Great job there by Angle. And now we're going to move on to our main event of the evening. Tyler Bate and Okada for the NXT Championship, with one title changing hands, and the only other male single title changing hands. Does that spell doom for Okada and glory for Bate, or is Okada destined to hold on to that NXT Championship? Right, let's clarify a few things. I was reading the chat. Mr. Gaming HD, I'm going to call you out on a few things. One, you can't be a fan of this series since 2012. This series didn't start until 2013. And two, I'm already the Corey Graves of this universe. Can't take that job away from me. I made this job. But Austin, some of the people you're naming have already been defeated by the Bullet Club. Sting got beat at Bad Blood. Tyler Breeze lost a feud at SummerSlam. Using them again would be a bit poop, I think is the best way of putting it. I'm not having a go at either of you. I'm just saying. That's my opinion, and I don't think that people who have already failed should be granted another shot. Breeze and Ziggler had a really good feud over the summer. And it culminated in the match at SummerSlam. Breeze lost. Sting came back into the feud at Bad Blood. Sting lost. They both lost fair and square in those occasions, and I don't think it would be fair to give them another chance. And I think with the way that Raw is being booked right now, I think it's being booked really well. And I'll give Darrow credit for that. Outside of kayfabe, he's doing a good job. He's doing a really good job. There was something else that was said. It was people suggested. Briscoe brothers, hell no. I hate the Briscoes. I will never let them back in. No, when more people are brought in, we cull some of the others. Pretty simple. It's like an idea of every time someone gets brought up to NXT, I try to bring someone down as well to balance it out. I'm not trying to oversaturate this universe. It would be a problem. I think, because we can't go more than 4 brands, because that's committing universe suicide. And we're not going to go, if we ever decided to go back to 3, then we'd be in trouble. Right, so with that being said, I'm going to have another drink, and we'll get this main event underway. By the way, my apologies if that sounded mean. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just don't like people picking on poor Darrow. That's my job. It's my job to pick on him, but he likes it. He accepts it. He lives with it. Alright, one sec. I will not bite you. I don't know what STDs you're carrying. Undertaker, he's on Raw. He's part of the Brood. Also, I saw something about the Brood in the Ministry. No, keeping the Brood. Technically that's not my say because I have no control over Raw, but we both agree that we like the Brood over the Ministry, and we really like Mordecai over Kevin Thorne. Mordecai, we turned into a great gimmick. And somehow, in an alternate universe, Mordecai has got over. So, good. And no, Darrow makes a very good point for once in a while. Does he really want Brood Civil War Part 2 in amongst the Bullet Club War? I don't think so. Anyway, main event. Let's focus back on this. Let's chill back down. Let's calm our indoor voices. Indoor burps. Okay, right, back to it. This is your main event of the evening, and the chance for the youngest NXT champion, and I think even the youngest champion in the history of this universe, to occur here tonight. Tyler Bate, who overcame so many odds in that 6-man battle royal last week. He was busted open, he was chucked around, he was beaten, he was battered, he was bruised and he was bloodied. But he won that 6-man battle royal. And he now has the chance to become the NXT champion. He has the chance to do what Chris Sabin has failed to do in the past, on a number of occasions now at this point. He would have failed to do what Undertaker could do, what Tanahashi could do, and so far, what Corin hasn't been able to do. And if that happened, that would really, I think, be the biggest shock, not of the night, but of the, perhaps of one of these, of the universe as a whole. This theme going to be very much lacking. This entrance is lacking hugely without a theme. But pretend this, play it in your head. Or play it on another tab. I don't know. I can't do everything. Anyway, Okada, the NXT champion, the man who's been the face of this roster for some 5 months now, ever since winning the title from Chris Sabin at TakeOver Brooklyn. He has been near unstoppable. He's only been overcome by those who have had title opportunities against him. Literally, since Okada has won the title, the only people to beat him have been Sabin in a tag team match, Tanahashi, and Corin. That is it. There is, I don't think there's anyone else who has beaten him. I don't remember The Undertaker beating him after he won the belt, though I could be wrong. And, yeah, there's no one else. But here we go. Okada comes towards the ring. The NXT crowd on their feet here at Full Sail. If the people watching this live were on their feet watching this, I'd question what they're doing. Let's hope it's not the case. That was a terrible joke, and we're going to move on. Okada certainly in the zone. The Rainmaker fully aware of his surroundings, fully aware that this is a big fight situation. He has defended that championship now, I believe, about 5 times. I think. Looking to make it defense number 6. I'll double check on that one. There's Taker, Sabin, Tanahashi. Maybe I got it wrong. Is this Sabin again? No, it might actually just be 4 times. This would be his 5th defense. In that case, if he can make it through this. Because it's Taker, Sabin. I feel like Sabin again. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Tanahashi Corin. There we go. Definitely 4. 100% we've got at least 4. Could be 5, I'm wrong. I might be wrong. But here we go. Tyler Bate in the corner. In the other corner to the champion Okada. This could well be the biggest moment of this young kid's life. To overcome so many others who have fallen short at this point. Let's see what Tyler Bate can do here. Even if he loses, if he is able to test the champion to his limits, it'll prove that Tyler Bate has a strong future within this universe. Here we go, the bell rings. We are underway here in our main event, and just look at the advantage Okada has. Better shape, much taller as well. But Bate is going to fight Okada tooth and nail to try and win that title here. Back and forth by both men to kick things off. Got an armbar stitched in here by Okada. And he gets the upper hand at the start of this collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, what a DDT! And Okada now goes to work on Bate, able to use his weight, his height, and his strength advantage on the youngster. Big elbow drop there into the back as Tyler Bate is going to have to take an awful lot of offense just to get those kind of windows where he can have a chance to fight here. And stood right into the face of Okada and almost froze up in the moment. Didn't know what to do. But Bate is fighting back here. Can Bate finally get some offense on the go now against the champion? I want this to be a total walkover. For Tyler Bate, and he's proving it not to be. Double underhook pile driver there early on. Up on the top rope. And Bate with a moonsault right into the cover here. There's the count. There's one, and he's got a 1 count early on so far against Okada. That gives hope. Gives a bit of promise for Bate as well to perhaps walk out with that belt. It's early days to be saying something like that, but still, I didn't even ask who you people had. I saw one person say Okada, but we didn't get another general opinion. That was my bad. Predictions, late predictions, get them on. Okada up to the top rope here, and he is inviting Tyler Bate up to his feet once more. He's going to take flight, and the drop kick connects once more. This is all Okada right now. Bate could well be out of his depth in this one, which I really truly hope isn't the case. That would be a shame if the youngster was unable to hang in the main event scene. But Bate pulled out a counter there to what I think was an attempted tombstone. Dragon suplex to Okada. Cover after it, but the champ is still out early on. Here we go. Here come the strikes now from Tyler Bate to Okada. Going after the head of Okada a lot, but it's not as if it's vital to his victory. The Tyler driver is a tiger bomb at the end of the day, so maybe more Bate. Okada pulls out the counter there and sends him to the turnbuckle. Here we go. Okada unloading away now. Big drop kick in the side of the head. And that'll ring around inside the head of Tyler Bate. Especially if he got caught right on the eardrum. That one's not a nice feeling at all. But look at how Bate is able to get right back up to his feet here. And right back into another slam. Proving his worth right now in this main event. And going after the arm there of Okada, trying to take away the Rainmaker for the champion. Countered. Counter back. Both these men pulling out counters left, right and centre there, but Okada brings a counter that will slow things down for sure with that DDT into the cover here. Now by the champion to try and put away Bate. It's an early kick out. Drop kick in the back there once more pain for Bate to deal with. He's out of his depth for sure. He's in a lot of trouble, but he is fighting through every bit of trouble. Like I said, that window of offense that he's trying to find, and he's found it right here. Tyler driver to win the title from Okada in a huge shock. Not gonna be. It's a kick out of 2, and Okada still fighting on. But Bate now all of a sudden has turned this match, well, I jinxed him. Let's say he turned this match back in his favour, but it just didn't happen. And Okada now ready to go after him here. It seemed he had a smirk on his face, but Bate didn't take too kindly to the smirk. And now all of a sudden the youngster's responding back once more. Northern Lights suplex, demonstrating his incredible strength here. Into the cover he goes, and Northern Lights suplex will get him another 2 count though. Bate looking for something there, but Okada has none of it. Oh, he had him from behind there. I thought it might have been a Rainmaker, but that's one hell of a German suplex that Bate's going to be feeling in the morning. Dropped right on his head, where Okada needs him to be dropped, to be fair. If he wants that Rainmaker to put this youngster away. Cover on Bate once more, and there's the heart of Bate being demonstrated. Full force as he's kicking out so early on. Can Bate get out of this? Yes, he can. He sneaks his way out of the triangle. The what's it called? The leg triangle thing. There you go. That was great by me. Look at these slams right now. One after the other by Bate. Just continuing to show his strength. Up on the top rope now he goes. Bate gonna fly. Caught by Okada. Into a tombstone. Oh. A tombstone there by Okada. Bate caught in mid-air. Had nothing he could do to get out of it. And Bate might be done for with 1, 2, and 3. Okada didn't even need the Rainmaker, but he was sure tested by the youngster. Well, commiserations to Bate. But we knew it was going to be a tough road for him from the moment the bell rang. Bate still proved that he's got a future in this universe. He's got a future to go after the champions. A great performance there by Bate, regardless of what happened at the end. Okada retains the title. and walks out still your NXT champion. What's next for Okada? Well, a little birdie would like to guess that it may well be Corin. I don't think there's any other man out there right now who has done what Corin has done. And I think that's what makes it so much more different for Okada. He's faced him in multi-man matches for the title. For the times he's faced him one-on-one, Corin's come out victorious. Does this mean a win for Corin? Does this mean we'll have a new NXT champion when those two meet up? Time will have to tell. We'll see if the NXT committee will even bother to give him the shot after his recent actions on this brand. Bate comes close, but not close enough on the night. There we go. And as for the normal part, in this episode universe, you're watching this just for the universe, you can drop out now. However, we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A thing for like 5 or so minutes before I have to leave. But there we go. Okada retains. That's it. 2 centuries are down of this universe mode, and we're nearly at the end. Just 1 more month to go, and a new season emerges. That'll end this episode of Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra. Right, people, in the chat, if you have a question, or if you have a question that I didn't answer in the we'll ignore that match exists. If you had a match, a question during the matches that I didn't answer, put them in the things now, and I'll answer them. I don't want to watch Michael PSA's jigging around, so. Oh. Now this is the awkward moment where I have to sit around for a sec and wait. Very, very funny question. Very funny question, Daro. The answer, well, I mean, one is no, and the other is yes. It's pretty obvious, I think, which order they may be in. But there you go. Is there still anyone around, or is it literally just... Oh, we'll find out. No, there's still quite a few people. Where's the questions? I did this for you, and now you're being mean. There we go, there's a question. I don't know. I think we've got too many titles right now as it is. I mean, we got on the main roster 12 titles. Adding another, I know it'd be cross-band rivals, but I feel as if it'd be one of those situations where you're taking a match away from a card for a belt that won't get anyone over and won't succeed. And the idea's been done by a lot of people before, which is kind of my problem. I can't answer the question regarding Orton. I don't book Raw. You'd have to ask Daro about that, and you've got really close with one another today, so snuggle up to one another, ask each other questions under the fire. I've just realised how awkward this would be when I'm not making noise. It's just pure silence, because I don't have any menu music on either. Oops. I mean, it'd be a bit obsolete bringing in Davey Richards and not Eddie Edwards. And I'd rather, if I'm gonna bring in anyone, I'd bring in Eddie Edwards over Davey Richards. But maybe. I mean, I do actually like the Wolves, and I could maybe do with another tag team on ECW. We'll see. More. I don't want to give confirmed yes or no's and then disappoint people by not doing it on the shows. It'd be a bit wrong. Do you want this video to make me money? Do you want me to have some monies, Daro? You play Limp Bizkit to yourself. I'm missing out not being able to play Limp Bizkit. Wow. Yeah, we'll do we'll go back and do a Just Bring It universe mode. So Fred Durst can win all the titles, and he can have a midget manager by his side. Maybe actually. The Will Ospreay one is probably more of a better idea than anything, because the cruiserweight division is, as I found out recently, a bit quiet and a little bit, I don't know, diluted in comparison to the women's rosters, which is obviously what the cruiserweight division is trying to go against. So yeah, that might be a little bit more of a difficult choice. As a little heads up, I'll do 5 more minutes, but then I will be having to head out. That's more saved for brand split pay-per-views, Austin. I prefer that one because, once again, the idea of wasting a match to... we used to do it anyway when I used to tell people to vote for the Cruiserweight, which I might bring back sometimes, but I'm not 100% sure, because it feels as if, once again, I'm trying to make the Cruiserweight division its own division in comparison to Raw and SmackDown and NXT's women's division, so it's a little bit difficult to make it feel like an ECW brand, I guess, or an ECW title, when you've got, like, what's it called? When you've got people like, I don't know, on SmackDown against Ricochet coming over and challenging for the Cruiserweight title. 2 questions in a row. Do I think AJ Styles can beat Braun? Well, we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? That's the only way I can put it. I mean, do I think anyone can beat Braun? It's going to be very difficult. War Machine and AOP would be down the line, because War Machine are currently in NXT and AOP are in ECW. So, down the line, maybe. I do actually like both teams, so I would be down for that. And we'll talk in private. We'll get the meeting set up, Daro, and you can see who you want to offer me. Maybe I have a talent lined up for you. If you offer me Blake, though, I'm going to go ballistic. Well, the good thing about Sean having back problems is he can make tags in and out to AJ Styles, so they can work together. Okay. Right. I'm reading something, by the way, if there's a lot of silence. Yeah, you've actually... Yeah, I can't argue with you there. But I wouldn't want Blake on his own. That's like asking me... That's like asking a general question to me, like, which baby do I prefer? I can't pick a favourite. Do I want the world champion, or do I want... Or do I want the leader of the Bullet Club? It's like... They're both great. They're both the best. There's your non-answer of the evening. Alright. Last... Can you... I don't know. I mean, I'd have to think about it because I don't... They're brand exclusive pay-per-views, but at the same point, if it meant having a cross-brand match on a pay-per-view to fill up the slots, maybe. Although, at the same time, the only reason I don't advertise those matches is because it'd be A, too much, and B, get some new talent on the go. But yeah, maybe on some pay-per-views we could have cross-brand matches. Maybe even on a Raw pay-per-view as well. I think that would be interesting. Because here in the DCC, probably no. I don't know, I don't think it would add anything. I'd just be having the addiction in the DCC, and I'm trying not to make teams who are real-life teams anymore, if that makes sense. Like, we're trying to... Like, in this universe, we're actually trying to be different. We're trying to actually make our own teams, and... As you've seen with the Bullet Club, even with the Bullet Club, the Brood, etc., take something maybe and put a twist on it, as that's become something. Probably not from CZW. I don't like CZW. I don't like deathmatch wrestling, and trying to do a no DQ match in this game sucks, because this game sucks. But there you go. Right. That's going to do it for this live stream. That's going to do it for episode 200. Tomorrow will be Anarchy Rules. So be sure to tune in for that one. Don't know why I sounded like an idiot saying that, but yeah, be sure to tune in for that one. That's actually a really good pay-per-view, to be fair. And it'll be up probably around 8-9 p.m. GMT, I guess. And if you want to know what that is, then Google, because I'm running late for something. Anyway, thank you guys for thank you guys for tuning in for this stream. Yeah, it was a good time. As a heads up down the line, I may randomly do some like really random streams, like not Universe, not FIFA, just a random stream just to pass the time away. So I probably won't be able to advertise it either, but if you see it and it's a random stream, drop in, have a chat or whatever. It would be great. Anyway, that's going to end this episode of Universe. That's going to end this live stream as well. We're going to end it on 205 live comments. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.